What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 34, and we're starting this off with a London derby on the weekend, coming on the back of back-to-back defeats to Liverpool and Manchester United. After an amazing start for Brentford, it's now 4 defeats in our last 6 games, so heading into this one against David Moyes' side, we needed a response and a return to winning ways. If we are going to get into the top 4, the big ambition, the big dream we've got of playing Champions League football next season, then we need to get back on the winning wagon right away. So taking on Moyes' side, we had the first chance of the game. Excellent save, kept it at 0-0 with 24 minutes in the chance for the Hammers to get themselves in front. Lotti rolls through Shenji Zunda, and when I saw the side of the net rippling, I thought he'd found the back of the net. Thankfully, smacked it wide as it was still 0-0. Fast start to the game, and 35 minutes in, we had the chance once again as we came on the break. Gutierrez rolls the ball, threads the needle, and it's Jesse Lingard who gives Brentford the lead. Of course I had to start him in this game. He scored against the Hammers this season early in real life for the game winner at the London Stadium. He sort of re-kick-started his career with the loan spell last season. We snapped him up on a free transfer at the start of this campaign. I just knew Jesse Lingard would get involved in either a goal or an assist here at the London Stadium. He loves playing at this ground, whether he's wearing West Ham colours or not. Brentford in front, and it's Jesse Lingard with the goal. Second of the season for Lingard, first in the Premier League as a Brentford player, and we take the lead late on in the first half. We'd see Josh Da Silva go down hurt as well. Thankfully would soldier on though, as we were still leading by 1, but 5 minutes after the restart, as Lotti rolls back to Shenji Zunda, Griezmann rolls it across, and there's Thomas Partey who makes it 1-0. From Atletico to Arsenal and now at West Ham, Thomas gives West Ham the leveller after Griezmann's little through ball to him. West Ham back on level terms, a familiar feeling for Brentford. We simply can't defend and our lead was gone. We played well, it was quite an even first half, but I felt we just about deserved to be in front, but now back tied at 1-1. So from kickoff, trying to get ourselves back in front and restore our lead. Konsa drills the one out wide towards Rico Henry down the left-hand side. It's a brilliant through ball to find Tony, who beats Cardozo, and oh yes, finesses it in to the bottom corner, and I absolutely love kickoff goals. I've talked about it before, but they are so cool when you don't give the opponent a single touch of the ball. And if you can get most of your players involved from the ball as well, like most players touching the ball, it's such a cool team goal to score and a really awesome feeling knowing you didn't give the AI a sniff. Brentford back in front, no surprises, it's the shocker, and with 6.5 minutes to go, he bags his brace. Alex Iwobi off the bench, first involvement since coming in on a free transfer, rolls through Ivan, and the former Peterborough striker isn't going to miss. Bags his brace, Brentford get the 2-goal cushion and surely the return to winning ways in the London derby. West Ham 1, Brentford 3, but again, I just literally just could not defend, and I can't stop these type of goals. How do you stop these goals, guys? I'm pleading with EA, please do something about it, because they're ridiculous. Lanzini picked out on the SG area, just gets a little bit of space and levers it top bins, but hey, we don't mind one bit. I said it before, we can't defend, but we can outscore. Final score, West Ham 2, Brentford 3, another 5-goal thriller, second in 4 days, but this time we're on the winning team. Brentford return to winning ways. Huge win there in the London derby. As for Josh Da Silva, you can see his injury. It's a sprain, so it's not a big deal. It's just a 4-week injury. It's a shame as well because Da Silva is like a really underrated player in his team. Like, he and Onyeka don't get that involved in terms of the goals and assists. Da Silva this year only has the 1 assist to his name, but they're still really effective players, you know, very effective indeed. It's because most of the guys that get the goals or the assists are either our top 2 or Mbuemo in behind or Henry and Lamptey as the wing backs. It's very rare that you'll see either Da Silva or Onyeka get a goal or an assist, but it does happen every now and then. But even so, Da Silva done for 4 weeks. Maitland-Niles is going to step in and play alongside Onyeka during this time. And for his first game in the first 11, replacing Josh, who's he facing? His former team, Arsenal. Second game of today's episode, massive one. The Gunners. And what was I just saying about Onyeka and Da Silva not getting involved with goals and assists? Well, there's the first of the season for our number 15. Onyeka rolled forward, keeps his composure and smacks it in to give us the lead. Brentford 1, Arsenal 0. We just won one London derby, and this on Christmas Eve would be the perfect Christmas present for me. Back-to-back wins and a big scalp, our second of the season against the Gunners. You know I'd take it. 37 minutes in, and how about this as well? Osimhen rolled forward, and David Raya come under a little bit of criticism this season, but that save makes up for a lot of it. Incredible one-on-one stop there from the Spaniard as we were still leading by 1. 6 minutes to go in the half, still the score is 1-0. The Gunners have been a better team in the first half. We still found ourselves leading, with 5 minutes on the clock as Maitland-Niles whips the ball out wide towards Rico Henry here. We look for a second goal right before the break. Henry spots Tony rolling in between the middle, and what a great first touch and what a finish as well. First 2 seasons Ivan was great, but this season, his first as official club captain, he's taken the step up. Great ball by Rico, great first touch, and this finish on the half volley with the weaker left foot. When a striker's got confidence, he feels he can do anything. Drills it past the German Leno. Tony still going for that golden boot. Brentford 2-0 up on Arsenal with Ivan's 16th of the year. The question was, can we continue to keep Arsenal at bay? We played some pretty decent defence, but they had been the better team. Right after Tony gave us a 2-goal cushion, Martin Odegaard took it away from us, drills it past David Raya, and the former Real Madrid midfielder makes it 2-1. So the Gunners back in the game, and to be honest, based on the balance of play, it was no less they deserved. 11 minutes after the restart, again it's Odegaard causing problems. Which the one out wide towards Martinelli as Niambe comes to shut the Brazilian down, but he can't deny the cross. Odegaard gets on the end of it and smacks it in. He was just dictating things in this game, Martin Odegaard. Absolutely brilliant midfield performance from the Norwegian. Scores his second, and Arsenal get the point. Final score, Brentford 2, Arsenal 2, and such a frustrating draw as well, because really, we didn't deserve the point you see here by the XG. The Gunners were the better team on the balance of play, but Odegaard just absolutely brilliant. He and Ivan Toney put on fantastic individual displays in that game, if you know what I mean. And I love those sort of games as well where there's like one player from either team that both puts on a fantastic individual masterclass, and it's who comes out on top. But 2-2 the final score, and when you look at the league table, drop into 6th place. We're now 6 off Liverpool. We have scored 34 goals, one of the top scorers in the league right now, but the problem is the defence. 29 conceded, and yes, we're only behind the top 4 on goal difference. We've got the worst defensive record in the top 10 though, and that's going to need to improve. Tony is now leading the way in the race for the Golden Boot, 1 clear of Harvey Barnes. He's also leading the way in the race for the assist title as well. You can see why there was such big interest from European clubs in the summer. Ivan Toney is playing European football next season regardless of whether it's at Brentford or somewhere else. He's too good to not be playing European football, man. Leading the way in the race for the Golden Boot and the assist title. The shocker is single-handedly keeping us in a European place for now. So halfway through the season, we are where the board wanted us to be, in a Europa League spot. But I want the Champions League, as does this man. On absolute flames, he does it again. Tells the fans to calm down, because whilst our form has been erratic, his individual form has been nothing short of spectacular. Brentford 1, Wolves 0, 17th for the year, and Ivan Toney does it again. Unfortunately, a common feeling for me this year. I get myself a goal and then concede soon afterwards. Wolves found the leveller straight after we took the lead, and it was back at all square at 1-1. And with 4 minutes to go, they should have taken the lead as well on a snowy turf here. Adama Traore fuming with himself. The speedster outpaces Sean Pratt but fails to hit the target. So 1-1 at the break. Looking likely we could have yet another defeat here, but just after the hour mark, Ivan Toney is unstoppable. Roberto Gutierrez might be the goal machine, but at the moment it's Ivan Toney who can't stop producing them. 18th of the year. Tony once again, he's the shocker. It's 2-1 Brentford, bags his brace and puts us back in front. Brentford 2, Wolves 1, and his stoppage time looking to wrap the points up. Stanley crosses the back stick, and who's there to wrap the points up? Second goal in 3 games for Jesse Lingard. He's done it once again, in on a free transfer, gets his second of the season in the Premier League, and Brentford return to winning ways. Massive 3 points there against Wolves. Tony at the double, Jesse late on, Brentford back to winning ways against Bruno Lage's side. Massive victory there against Wolves as we come towards the end of December. And again, our form has just been so inconsistent since the turn of November. But, you know, we've done really well at one element of our game this season, and that is scoring goals. And I need to keep reminding myself of that, you know. Like, I'm kind of frustrated at how bad my defending has been. I do need to pick up in the second half of the season, but I always know we'll score goals. And for our final games this episode, New Year's Eve, Leicester City away at the King Power Stadium. I can't cope. I can't cope with this, man. 19th of the season already. Bullet header from Ivan Toney. Absolutely unstoppable. And I said it earlier and I'll say it again. Look, if we don't make Europe next season, I don't care what it is, Champions League, Europa Conference League, if we don't make any of those competitions, I'm going to promise Ivan Toney at the end of the season, I'll let you go. I'll let you go because it's not fair. This guy should be playing European football week in, week out. Instead, he remains with us as club captain, single-handedly trying to drag us into Europe as he gives us the opening goal. We led at a break, but 3 minutes after the restart, Leicester would find their leveller. George Hurst makes it 1-1 and the Foxes fire back. So 1-1, and just past the hour mark here after I surrender possession, Wilfred Ndidi wins it back. Donny van der Beek holds it up. Finds Baku, into Hurst once again. The tackle made, but straight back to Baku, and as Gonzalez takes a touch. Goodness gracious me, long shots in this year's game are as OP as they get. Top bins and then some. Leicester turn the game when it's headed in the second half, and for Brentford, our inconsistent run of form continues. Leicester 2, Brentford 1. Not the way I wanted to end the calendar year. So frustrating. Again, you see the stats here. That was the only 2 shots they took in the game, but they scored with both of them. Should have got all 3 points. Instead, leave with 0. And that is a sickening way to end December. Our poor run of form continues. We continue to get separation between us and the top 4. I think our dreams of winning the title have now gone as Lorentzen leaves on loan to Basel, Jakobsen's gone to Carrow Road, and also Shane Keefer's gone to Portugal for a couple of years as well. Yeah, I think our dreams of winning the title are effectively gone now. We're several points off the league leaders. We led the league for 1 game week, and then another game week, but only for 1 game week. After that, we dropped from the top of the table, and we just seemed to lose our composure when that happened. And the poor run of form in December, I know we had some tough games. You know, Leicester away, you got Manchester United, you got Liverpool, we had Arsenal in that run as well. But even so, it's just so frustrating because the problem is there for all to see. I've tried to bolster our backline with the signing of Sangare. He's done okay, don't get me wrong, but I just cannot defend in this year's FIFA. 4-minute half lengths and I can defend just fine, but up it to 6 and I cannot keep a clean sheet to save my life. Leicester get the win in that game, 2-1, a sickening way to end New Year's Eve. And as you'll see at the league table, as January transfer window opens with 17 million in the budget, the question is, as we remain in the Europa League spots by 2 points, 17 games to go, 2 points off Chelsea, do we need to make a signing in January and make a major gamble like in the summer transfer window, or do we leave the money where it is? I guess we'll wait and see as the transfer window is officially open. But that was this episode of Career Mode, guys. Big fan. If you enjoyed it, if you haven't, please drop a like. Myself to you, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.